They've only gonna done it again, haven't they? The WWE have ended a pay-per-view on a fantastic cliffhanger. I'll get to that later on in the video, but for now, this is my WWE Hell in a Cell 2011 pay-per-view review. Now, the first match, Sheamus versus Christian. I was on the phone during this match, so I couldn't listen to it, but I had it on mute and I was watching it. I was paying half attention to it because I was on the phone, like I said. But the main thing I got from this was they're trying to put Christian over by making him look like he was strong and making him look like he was going to win this match. When it's blatantly obvious to me watching it that Sheamus was always going to win, and then Sheamus did get the win in the end. I think he got it by like his running Razor's Edge thing that he does. I don't know what the name of it is, the Celtic Cross or some stupid name. But yeah, Sheamus got the win. They're making him look strong. The thing is, I can't take him seriously as the guy. I wouldn't be able to take Sheamus seriously as the guy. He just doesn't have to look for it. He looks odd. He looks like a carnival side attraction. You could put him as the semi-main event to draw in the fans. Like, he's Irish, he's the pale skin, he's the ginger guy. He's got that going on for him, but it's not the main guy. He doesn't look like a main guy to me, in complete honesty. But yeah, Sheamus got the win. No, I've got no problem with that. I've got no problem with him pushing him. Then we had Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. I believe it was the Mystico one that beat the Hunico. Mystico beat Hunico basically. Hunico came out in I believe it was Hunico, not Mystico. I believe Hunico came out in the black and was it black and blue? I can't really remember. Sorry, this is last night that I watched this match. And again, I was on the phone during this match, so couldn't pay full attention. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this one again because it was one of the matches I was looking forward to most on the card. And I sort of like skipped all the way through because I was on the phone, so yeah, rubbish review to start off with, isn't it? Yeah, 2 matches I was on the phone for. Then again, sorry, the last one I was on the phone for was this one. Air Boom defended the tag team titles against Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. Air Boom got the win. This is when I came off the phone now, and then I don't know if it was after the next match or whenever, but Air Boom were attacked in the locker room basically. I don't know if they said who it was. But I remember thinking, oh, that was definitely Miz and R-Truth. That Miz and R-Truth definitely done that because at the start of the show, Miz and R-Truth had bought tickets to ringside. They were kicked out. So then I thought, oh, something's going to happen here. What's going to happen? So they came back and jumped them. So that's what they've done. They've done that. So let's forget about Miz and R-Truth for now. Then we get Mark Henry versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match for the world title. This was a really good match. I'm really getting into both the characters, Randy Orton and Mark Henry. I'm sort of coming out of that smarky phase of, oh, every match has to be a technical masterpiece, otherwise it's crap, otherwise it's a rubbish match. I'm really getting into the storytelling now of pro wrestling once again, like when you're a child and you believe it's real and you're into it for the spectacle of competition and you're getting into the stories. I'm now really getting into the stories and really appreciating the story that's told within a match, especially between these two guys, of how Mark Henry's the bigger monster guy and Randy Orton's the cool younger guy, and he's the more liked person. And Mark Henry comes out with the win. I really did enjoy this match. I did enjoy it at the end where Mark Henry tries to break Orton's leg, but Orton gets out of it and then starts battering him with a chair, and then Mark Henry ends up running away from him. That was a really good little switch they did at the end. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Probably will end up being a rematch and Orton beating Mark Henry because, let's face it, he's already taken out Kane, Big Show and Great Khali. He's had his run. This will be a run that will be remembered in about 10 years time. You look back and say, oh, what did Mark Henry ever do? Well, it was that time when he took out those 3 giants, wasn't it? And he had that world title run and he beat Randy Orton a few times. But Randy Orton will beat him again and get a title back, I believe, somewhere down the line. Next up we got Cody Rhodes. Oh, this is a great match. Not for the storytelling. Not a great match, sorry. A great segment because Cody Rhodes comes out with the IC title and he says, you know what? This needs to be thrown away, and he puts it in the bag and then he pulls out the old IC title, the white version as well. And I was going, oh my god, that's the old belt. It didn't look exactly like the old belt. I think it might be slightly moderated. But he did refer to it as the classic IC title belt. And when I saw it was white, I was like, oh my god, that is amazing that he's brought that out. I was so happy to see it. I was like a child again. I'm really getting back into wrestling as a child, sort of thing, like in my childish mindset. Sorry, I've just shaking off a chest infection. That's why I've not been doing videos, where I've not been here, but yeah, you don't want to know about that. Anyway, yeah, so he brings out this white title, and I was like, oh my god, that's the white title, and I was loving it. The fans started cheering for the white title as well. Good move to bring it back. What then Johnny Ace comes out and says, well, first of all, Cody Rhodes says, I'll defend it against anyone. Johnny Ace comes out and says, alright, you're going to defend it now against John Morrison. And I thought, alright, they're going to just use Cody Rhodes to bring in the new title just so they can give it to John Morrison, give John Morrison a push, and then they'll give him the world title somewhere down the line. That didn't happen. John Morrison came out, Cody Rhodes, dressed in a suit, beat him, and it really hurts the credibility of John Morrison, which is not that upsetting to me because I don't like John Morrison and I don't think he's that credible of a wrestler myself. And I really like the fact that Cody Rhodes won, defended this title, and now will go forward and look like a more stronger champion. He won it by a roll-up, so Morrison could sort of come back saying, oh, it was a fluke, let's fight again. Cody Rhodes could be more prepared and beat him properly this time and really help get that title over. I'm a big fan of title prestige and making titles look like they mean something. We'll get to that next. Beth Phoenix beat Kelly Kelly for the Divas title. Now this title looks like it means something as well, because Kelly Kelly's kept it for ages, and then now Beth Phoenix has finally beaten her. Beth and Natalya looks amazing, can I just say? Like, whoever put them together, feast for the eyes, that's all I can say. They are a feast for the eyes. Yeah, Phoenix beat Kelly Kelly by Natalya got on the mic halfway through and started going, oh, you're gonna cry, when Beth Phoenix had Kelly Kelly in this strange sort of submission hold. Then Natalya smashes the microphone onto Kelly's head. Then Beth Phoenix hits the Glamazon press booby smasher thingy move, and then she gets the pin. Great stuff. She gets the win. Holds the title up in the air. Yay, I'm the new champion. Makes it look like it means something. She's fought to win this for ages, and now when she has won it, she had to cheat a little bit. But now she can have a rematch against Kelly, beat her properly, and then go forward with this. And then we got Awesome Kong coming back in about, how long has she been out? Probably about 6 months she's got, and at the most, and she'll be back in 6 months. But yeah, we've got Beth Phoenix now with the title. And now for something completely different. Hell in a Cell main events. It's a Hell in a Cell match. It's the WWE title. It's Alberto Del Rio versus CM Punk versus John Cena. I didn't care who won this match. I was going into this thinking, do you know what? I like all three of these guys. I'm behind both CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio a lot. And I'm a fan of Cena. People put Cena down, say he can't wrestle. Bullshit. He can wrestle. He's just limited. And he's got a good personality. The kids love him. And he's not as bad as people make out. He's not as bad as... He's better wrestling than Zack Ryder. I'll put it that way. He's a better wrestler than Zack Ryder. I'll say that right now. But people will be sat there going, oh my god, Zack Ryder's a well better wrestler. Why is he a better wrestler? Because he does YouTube videos where he doesn't wrestle. That doesn't make him a better wrestler, and it doesn't make him more charismatic, because John Cena's got a lot more fans than him. Anyway, I like Zack Ryder as well. I'm just making the point here that people shouldn't be bashing John Cena, because at the end of the day, he's still pretty good. So yeah, I was going into this match thinking, I don't care who wins, but then I thought, wait a minute, I can't remember who the champion is. I believe the champion going into this was John Cena, but I don't know for sure. Wait, didn't he win by making Del Rio tap out at the last pay-per-view? Yeah, that might have been what happened. But yeah, this was a good match. I was well, I paid a lot of attention to this one. It dragged a little bit, I've got to say that, but towards the end it really picked up when Ricardo Rodriguez somehow managed to get the key and unlock the cell and brings the pipe into the ring. Cena cuts him off, actually adjusts him outside the cage. Then Del Rio hits Cena with a pipe and then locks the cage with Cena on the outside. Previously, Punk had just gone through a table, and when Punk had gone through that table, I thought, right, this is it. Punk's out of it. Cena's going to beat Del Rio, or Del Rio's going to get a fluky win over Cena. Turns out, total opposite. They lock Cena out of the cage, and now it's Del Rio and Punk in the ring. Del Rio's locked him out. He's got the pipe in his hand. He comes back in the ring. Punk gets him up for the go to sleep, but then Del Rio smashes him with the pipe, smashes him again with the pipe, then gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Great ending to the match. Fantastic ending. Now, a lot of people say, oh, Del Rio's a rubbish world champion. I totally disagree. He's a good world champion. Give him time. Let him build his character. Let the WWE put stock into him. Because at the moment, WWE, what they like to do with wrestlers is they like to give them a little bit of a push, then pull them back, just to see what that wrestler's made of. Just to see if that wrestler will turn around and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm leaving. Like sort of Brock Lesnar. But with Brock Lesnar, WWE hadn't learned the lesson by then. They just give him a massive push, and then Lesnar was like, oh, fair enough, I'm going now, see you later. I'm going to take all the fame you've given me, I've buried all of your wrestlers, I'm going to fuck off now. And it sort of left WWE like, oh shit, we put all this time and effort into one guy, and now he's taken the entire company. One guy who's bigger than the company at this moment in time, because he's beaten everyone, now goes to another profession, which goes against us in mixed martial arts, and makes us look stupid. They don't do that anymore. They give them the push, then they pull them back. They give them a push, then they pull them back. They did it with Kofi Kingston, John Morrison. They're doing it with millions of guys. They do it with Sheamus. They give them a push to see if they can handle it. Then they pull it back to see how they react when being de-pushed. If they start moaning, I personally would be fucking pissed off as hell if they give me a push and pull me back. I do that when I play hockey now. If I get substituted, I moan like a fucking girl. I throw my stuff all over the place. I'm a Carlos Tevez of fucking that kind of stuff. I'd be like that. I'd be exactly like that. But to Davio's credit, he must be doing something right because he's given the title again. Then after the match, the cell starts to raise up. Cena ducks underneath. Then two guys in hoods come in. They start beating the shit out of Cena and Del Rio. Then the cage falls back down again. Then they take the hoods off and it's Miz and R-Truth. Triple H comes down, they tell the guys to lift the cage. They can't lift the cage. The guy who does it says, oh, it's nothing to do with me, I've not done it. So Johnny Ace is wandering around like, oh, don't know what to do. And then all the wrestlers come out from the back like, banging on the cage like, oh, you fucking wankers, you've been sacked. Stop beating up our guys, blah, blah, blah. All the faces, man, I don't think any heels came down. So yeah, Triple H is there banging on the cell, then the police come down, then they open the cage, Miz and R-Truth put their hands up, get arrested and taken out. I was stood watching like, how can they end this? How could they possibly end this? There's wrestlers surrounding the entire cage. How can they get Miz and R-Truth out? Because they've just beaten down the world champion and the main guy in the company, John Cena and Del Rio. So how the rest of the wrestlers just beat them up straight after that would look stupid. But yeah, they did it really well by having the police come down and arrest them. And then Triple H jumped them both and started beating them on the ground, and guys got Triple H off and the police took Miz and R-Truth out. Now I'm really excited to see what happens tonight. Personally, I don't think Miz and R-Truth will be back tonight. I think Triple H will say blah 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 blah. I'm going to get you guys, and then in a couple of weeks time there'll probably be a Survivor Series match. Team Triple H versus Team Miz and R-Truth. Team Conspiracy, they'll have like Ziggler, Swagger and Cody Rhodes on their team. Probably will be that. Yeah, those five, and then it'll be like Triple H, maybe Cena, maybe... No, Cena's going to be with The Rock, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, great ending to the show. What did you guys think of the show? Because this is why I do the videos. Give my opinion, then ask for your opinion back, and then we continue the discussion down here in the description box all week long, up until the next video, up until the next pay-per-view, whatever. So yeah, let me know what you think in the description box down below. If you've not already, hit that subscribe button up there, and you'll get the rest of my videos. And like or dislike the video. If you dislike it, give me the dislike. I honestly don't care. If you do not like this video, tell me down here in this box. With that, I'm out. Thank you very much for watching.